ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 14th day of December. Another storm on the way that will roll in here this weekend. What's it gonna do? Well, let's take a look. Here's some Skycam shots this afternoon coming from our Skycam network. Look at Mount Cheaha. Love to be up there this weekend. The sky mostly sunny today. Temperatures are peaking in the low 60s, about where they should be. Demopolis, nice shot there, looking right down the Tom Bigby River coming from the Skycam on top of the Demopolis Civic Center. And from Birmingham, looking south at the top of the Daniel Building. Some high clouds beginning to move in, and those clouds will be thickening tonight in advance of this storm moving out of the southwestern states. And that's going to be a messy one for the east. Temperatures this afternoon are pretty mild to the south of here, still 70s over Florida, 50s over the northern part of Alabama, and then you get up north and you've got temperatures below zero on the Canadian border. And again, a pretty sharp thermal gradient right over us. Much milder to the south, much cooler to the north. Well, look at that big mess. There's a look at your winter storm watches and warnings in effect for the big storm coming out of the southwest. They are in effect all the way from Amarillo, Texas to Bangor, Maine. And it looks like over Kansas and Oklahoma, the winter storm warnings are up mainly for western Oklahoma and southern Kansas. And of course, that mess will be rolling northeast. In fact, there's a look at the snow now. Looks like the bullseye will indeed be over southern Kansas. The snow is lighter down in Oklahoma. There's a look at the projected probability of 4 inches or more of snow through tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. And that Kansas bullseye very clear, with the snow extending all the way from Colorado to Missouri. Tomorrow, the heaviest snow in a band from Tulsa up to near Hartford, Connecticut. And that will include Indianapolis and Cleveland, Erie, Buffalo. Big snows up there. And then on day 3 Sunday, a blizzard will be going on up there in the interior sections of New England. That's going to be a big one. Again, on top of what they've already got, some folks up there are going to wind up with well over 2 feet of snow on the ground. There's your surface low track. It's going to be coming up through Shreveport, Huntsville, and then the system reforms on the Atlantic coast, moving up to Boston on Sunday. In terms of the rain potential or precipitation potential, you can see the heaviest will be from eastern Texas up into New England, a little north of here. And this is still suggesting rainfall amounts of about 1/2 inch for the north central part of Alabama, including Birmingham. And look what we've got now, a slight risk of severe weather with our system. Not surprising to see that. That's up for the southeastern tip of Alabama around Dothan, down into the Florida Panhandle and South Georgia, including places like Valdosta, Tallahassee, and Panama City. It'll be an interesting day tomorrow to watch all of this unfold. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at noon tomorrow. And there's the big trough off to the west. Let's get underneath. Midday, noon tomorrow, the heaviest rain from about Monroe, Louisiana, up to Louisville. Rain snow line, that 0 degree line, the blue line, that's the freeze line at 850 millibars, or about 5,000 feet. That suggests some good snow for Tulsa, Oklahoma, on top of their ice. We'll go to 6 o'clock Saturday evening. The surface low is just north of Huntsville, around Nashville and Chattanooga. Heavier rain moving in here. The rain snow line nearing Memphis and Greenville up on the Mississippi River. That's suggesting some good snow for friends in Arkansas and Missouri. And we'll go to midnight Saturday night. You can see how the surface low is beginning to transfer over to the coast, and the rain snow line is right down from about Scottsboro down to Clanton and Grove Hill. And you can clearly see why we're suggesting the chance the rain will change to some light snow or flurries on the backside of this on the departing system. But again, we don't expect any accumulation or anything especially heavy in terms of snow. And there's a look at Sunday morning at 6 o'clock, flurries all the way down to almost Montgomery, if this is right. And a complex storm with a big, big snow event going on up there in the northeastern states. And then noon on Sunday, the surface low bombing out around Long Island. And that will be a blizzard-type storm for the interior parts of New England. While we'll have a blustery and cold day here Sunday with gradual clearing, it might take a while. Sometimes the clearing process can take longer than you think around these big storms. And then Monday of next week, the surface high right on top of us will start the day in the mid-20s. rise up into the low 50s. And we'll go through next week. Here's a look at Tuesday, still dry. Wednesday, moisture flow begins to return a little west of here. And Thursday, here comes our next trough. And at the surface on Thursday, the rain beginning to enter northwest Alabama at midday. So this model keeping with the OZ run of moving the rain in here late Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. And then Friday, the rain is gone. So based on the speed of this, I guess we can go ahead and bump up the rain now to Thursday night, and then Friday clearing and colder. So what about Christmas? Let's just get right to it. This is the 23rd. Nice trough off to the west at the surface. That looks wet. We need that rain. Come on, rain. This is Christmas Eve. Now let's go to the next day, the 24th, Christmas Eve. Trough rotating right through here at the surface. Surface low developing around Savannah, Georgia. And, ooh, look at those low thickness values, suggesting some type of snow for maybe Tennessee, Kentucky, northwest Alabama on Christmas Eve. Are you kidding me? You know, the GFS has been flirting with this idea now for several runs, and of course, we're not jumping on this because it is voodoo country. This is more than 7 days in advance. It's a very active pattern. There's no way to resolve the timing and the details this early in the game. And then Christmas Day would be dry and chilly with another big blizzard for the northeast United States. But let's don't get too excited about that until we get closer within 7 days, and that'll be next week before that happens. And quickly at the end of the cycle on the 28th, another short wave, a deep one, another big rain event. So I do think the idea of multiple rain events is a good one on the table for the last several weeks of December here. So hopefully we can wrap up the driest year on record with some decent rain events, kind of like throwing the dog a bone here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. It's alabamawx.com if you're watching this on YouTube or iTunes. My next video will be Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters will have the updates over the weekend. And, of course, we do invite you to watch us on television tonight. I'll be on ABC 3340 at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.